First, Daphne Police investigating their first homicide in nearly 7 years, and they need help to find the killer.
One man shot to death in broad daylight in a neighborhood on Pine Street. And tonight, Fox 10 News has new details about the murder, including the victim's name.
Our Hal Sherrick talking to police about the investigation. He's live at police headquarters. Hal, police say they don't think this was random.
No, they don't. That's because of the nature of the shooting itself and the fact they say that nothing appears to be taken. Police do hope that by releasing the victim's name and image, someone in the public might be able to help piece together the last few hours of his life. Daphne Police released more details today surrounding Wednesday's shooting. The victim has been identified as 34-year-old Sawada Arnold. Investigators say Arnold, who's been living in New Orleans, was in town visiting family yesterday when he was killed, shot multiple times while sitting in his car, which was parked in the driveway of his cousin's home on Pine Street.
There was no indication that there's any kind of robbery or, no dispute leading up to this. So, I mean, the presumption is that the shooter knew this person and had some sort of, grudge or whatever against him.
Police released this photo of a car similar to the one driven by Arnold, a red Dodge Challenger. Police interviewed some neighbors and say they are working on a few leads. The only description they have of a suspect came from those interviews: a man wearing black shorts, a black shirt, and a mask on his face, walking north on Pine towards a stretch of woods.
We used the dogs to try to track him through the woods, and they picked up a track and tracked it for a couple of 100 yards.
Investigators are checking surveillance video from the area, including some from a convenience store Arnold stopped at for any clues. They're also hoping someone may recognize Arnold and be able to provide missing pieces to the puzzle.
We haven't really identified a suspect or a person of interest yet. So, what we'll do is investigate Mr. Arnold and his life and who he knows and that sort of thing, and hopefully we can ID a suspect that way.
Police spent several hours at the scene yesterday collecting evidence with the assistance from the Baldwin County Sheriff's Office. Neighbors were told by police they didn't think they were in any danger. It was still a shock to many.
This is a quiet neighborhood, very quiet, and this is the first time we really ever had a major shooting in this area that I know of.
Have you recognized that red Dodge Challenger or saw Sawada Arnold prior to this and have information that could help the investigation, you are asked to call Daphne Police. Reporting live in Daphne, Hal Sherrick, Fox 10 News.